Hey, it's Dave Knight here at DaveKnightTrading.com. Soon to be Dave Knight Trading, I should say. As I keep saying. Uh, Cheers. PA7. Guess what? Failed it. Failed it yesterday. Day one, up 500, 600 bucks. Day two, screwed up. So I'm in EA 63 now. After a couple resets, so forth and so on. I do have some important information I want to talk about here. In hopefully less than 10 minutes. Hear me? Hopefully. So I took 1, 2, 3 day trade off because you can go back and look at YouTube and positionally trade and swing trade that strategy over and over again. ApeX trader funding is a whole new ball of wax, and it's all over one particular concept: the max trailing drawdown that goes behind you, that knocks you out if you're not careful. That's what happened to me on Tuesday. The PA's not even on there anymore. You can see EA 57 was already admin only. 62 I failed, and then I had a 63. So yesterday I had failed PA7, and I did 61, 60, 60, 61, 62 reset. 60 and 61 were already paid for. 62 is my reset. 63 is a reset. So in actuality, I'm behind the eight ball. Let's just put it where it is. I know. Glutton for punishment and all that other bullshit that goes with it. But I did, some of the great things about having ADD is that your memory goes, and you kind of, you get over some of the shit that goes on in your life. You just, all of a sudden, you just say, fuck it, and you go on to the next day. And that's one of the greatest strengths that I have as a trader, because I'm a loser. I lose consistently. I win almost. I've come to the conclusion I win about 80 to 90% of my days. It's the 10 to 20% that kick my ass. And that, in a nutshell, over all these years, and you've been watching me, this is my nemesis. My nemesis is the get my ass kicked days. So
potential ApeX on
obviously I have patience. Get paid to be patient. That's one of my number one trading rules now. My number one trading rule is don't blow my account. Fuck that, let's blow it. So I wrote down 3 different rules right now that I'm going to do my best, knocking on the wood, to follow. Number one rule, don't blow account. Number 2 losses in a row, take a 10-minute break. Take my 10-minute egg timer, turn it over, put it down, walk away. Walk away for 10 minutes. I did that today because it only took me 3 minutes to go 2 losses in a row today. I started at 10:30, 10:33. 3 minutes later, I had already accumulated 2 losses in a row. I turned this MFer over, walked away. Came back, had a break-even trade, and then a nice win. Break-even trade does not reset the 3 losses in a row. It just takes one of them away. So if I would break even loss in a row, that's where I have to figure out. So break even, another loss, I think turn over the 10-minute egg timer. I'm back to 2 losses at that point, and I can only afford 3 losses. So 3 losses in a row done on trading day, no matter what. So I come back, loss, 10-minute egg timer, come back, lose the next one. That's 3 losses in a row, I'm done. 2 in a break even, another loss, I'm back to 2, one more, 10-minute break again, come back. Now today, I'm going to bring over the 5-minute chart here. My 5-minute chart. I know what I was trying to accomplish when I started trading. I think I traded at 10:20 something.
Potential
trying to
effects on
catch.
RVY.
Get my screen draw tool out. And I'm going to show you an ODD pattern today that I actually saw. All right, so this is the 9:30 up move.
Potential effects on MQ.
This is the one that won the day for me right there. This trade right there won the day. And I want to show you an ODD according to ApeX right up here. So we're going to have a little instructional time in this 10-minute video. So obviously you see an up move. I'm not a fan of up moves, trying to catch the top and then trying to run this. The only one that looked good was right here, but that's after I had already won my trading day. So then there was an ODD trade that I did take, but it was at break even for me because and I'm going to tell you where my mistake was, and hopefully I can correct that in the future. All right, so this was the trading session. I came in, I'm waiting, trying to wait 1 hour. And then I'm looking for a range going back. So a down, I'd be looking for an up I'm looking for a down. So the up, trying to get back. Ideally, I was looking for it to get back into this range. As I was trading the day,
Potential
I was
elevator
looking at
MQ.
70 right in here. And then on this move down, I was looking at 57, wherever that is. 57, I think, was somewhere in here. 40, and then I had a target right back in here. So I was hoping that it would make a move all the way down. I got stopped on this move coming back up there. So it was a decent trade for me, and it pulled out 82.5 ticks. I guess 825 bucks by $5 times 2. So anyway, let's talk about the ODD that ApeX runs by. I believe I actually caught an ODD. We're going to go back and look at my trading.
Potential effects on MQ.
And this was this trade here. We're going to go back and look at this one too. So let's look at this trade right here. And I definitely saw this trade because I was relaxed. And that was a nice little setup right in here.
Trapped orders with exhaustion box on MQ.
So this was 10.55, excuse me, 10.25. I took 2 losses in a row as this trade went against me. The 10.55 I won, and the 11.30 I broke even. Let's go back and look at 10.55. Let me pause while I rewind. All right, so here's the trade setup that I was able to get back into. It was kind of tricky. This goes back to the way I look at trading as an overall. If it breaks just a little bit higher and stops, it can be a decent trade. You can see here's where the up arrows are. This is my exit point on that trade. I caught it up here, and I held on to it and ran it all the way down that way. So that was a nice little setup. and I was looking for, I didn't actually move the break even
Potential
until
ApeX on ES.
this move happened here. It looks like I took out one and then I wrote it down again. So that was trade setup one. Look at this. That could have bit me in the ass. It didn't. I got in on that trade right there. This is the bar that set me up. I probably could have waited until this bar to form to get in, but I did get in. So here's your ODD on the 1025 that barely works, but it does work. So up move, looking for a range to come back down in between that 1.5 hour of the morning. So it moved up. I was looking for it to come back down and form a range on both sides, right?
Potential
So
ApeX on
9:30
MQ.
to 11:30 a.m. roughly 2-hour window. I caught the 1025, or 1055 inside that 2-hour window roughly. And let's pause here and let me move to the other ODD, which is actually a better setup on ApeX. So I was talking for the last 5 minutes and you didn't get to see it because I didn't unpause the video. All right, so here we go again. Here's another ODD pattern, ApeX investing. This is one of my favorite setups, if not the favorite setup to catch a topping or a bottoming pattern. Here's our topping pattern. There's our move. Now this coincides with the 5-minute chart that I just said at the beginning of this trading session that I got a break even on. And I want to show you where I could have done better on this trade. So this coincides with this down move right there. So what we're looking at right now is the down move on the charts, on this 5-minute chart. And we're looking at the 11:30 move roughly, 11:25, 11:30. Now ODD, I would like to see this number below 50%, but 60% is doable. I really don't want to be above 70% on this. Now the reason I like this more than the other is this was topping at 91 and this was lower than that. So 60%, 91, we had a topping pattern. So this is your actual setup. If I would have been a better trader, I would have got in right here if I could have. Here's my entry point, one tick below the print of this bar. I think I got in down here, which was a mistake. I didn't catch it till it had already moved. And I ended up getting a break even on the trade. But if I would have been a smarter trader, and then I would have used this little red star right there. Let me just get rid of some of these lines and come back. I like these little red stars because it's telling you it's low volume on the other way. If you look at this red star right here, the market didn't go above, so you would have stayed in. So I use these red stars a lot of times as areas that I want to hold the move if it goes against me. And you can see it went, this green star went above right there. So volume on the other side, low volume going the other way. I believe that coincides with volume, if I'm not mistaken. I do apologize. If those that are in ApeX investing, that's what I use the red star for. I like the red star as a trailing because you have the biggest rule that you go against at in your very beginning of your trade is that you have to watch out for max trailing drawdown. I think that's what it's called, right? Max trailing auto liquidate threshold value. So that ever moving 2,500 stop behind you on the $50,000 that has been my nemesis. And I talked about my 3 trading rules, right? And so let's go over that and call this video a session. Now I said that I tried to keep it to 2 minutes, but 15 it is. Actually, it's going to be more than 15, but three trading rules. that I'm going to try to not try that do or do not. There is no try. Yoda, be a Yoda. 1, don't blow a count. Easier said than done. Number 2, 2 losses in a row, 10-minute stop. Flip over my 10-minute timer and allow 10 minutes to pass before I get in. 3 trading losses in a row after the 10-minute timer, done for the trading day. If I get a break even on that next trade and the next one's a loser, I'm back to 2 losses or perhaps even 3 losses, depending upon what that loss is. But 3 trading losses in a row. So if I break even, it would effective be 2 losses. Next one would be a 3 loss. Whenever I consider 3 losses in a row, not 6. I was trying to go with net 6 that ApeX talks about, but that's been my biggest nemesis at net 3, net 6.
Trapped
it's
orders
not working
with exhaustion box on MQ.
because my losing days I get into the effort mentality, and I blow the account. When I like yesterday, when I was trading, I started with a loss, and I just snowballed into blowing the account within less than 10 minutes.
Potential
Trying to catch a bottom and got my ass kicked. Excuse me, trying to the bottom to continue down. It had already formed, was coming down, and I caught in at it too low. It already had moved, and I was trying to get it to come down even further than the low that it was. It had already moved down, and I was trying to press it down when I should have been trading up, because my bias kicks in, right? So I think that hopefully that's clear. That's in my mind. It's clear. I wrote it down on my board back there. Don't blow a count. Number 1. Number 2, 2 losses, 10-minute stop. Number 3, 3 losses in a row, done for day. And then you got the break even, and then 3 losses, 2 losses, 3 losses. So whenever I'm effectively doing an ApeX net 3. So if I have a net 3 losing day, I'm done, period. I've got to conserve my capital against the threshold and give myself another opportunity on another trading day to come back, since I am roughly 80 to 90% correct in any given day. That's it. This is Dave Knight, soon to be of Dave Knight Trading when I decide to put it together.com. Right now, find me on YouTube here at Trade Craze. God bless. Take care. I'll see you in the next video I put together.